All right, welcome back. It's Hop Smell Show. It's Hop.
I'm String.
We're at the old Off the Rails recording. Off the Rails store where it's our new record studio.
He's even got the Crazy Train on there. Yeah. It's probably hard to see on the video, but
You might go on Crazy Train when you come in this place.
yeah. And
They got some cool stuff.
Rob, the owner, that's his artwork back here. It's He-Man. I can't remember the something Ra. I want to say it's not She-Ra. Mothra. No, it wasn't Mothra either. But anyway, he made this mask too. Like he did everything on that mask.
And then that's his artwork beside it, right between the sign and
that's the one I was talking about. The Thundercat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, Skeletor. Ain't Skeletor.
No, it's not Skeletor.
I'm not up to date on my He-Man.
I never got into the He-Man stuff.
I got in. My brother watched. He watched a lot of it. But anyway, we're here with you today. We're going to do what was it going to be? Top 10 drinking songs, or
and I wouldn't. We didn't really discuss it. We just said drinking songs. So I kind of put my thought was, there's a lot of songs out there about drinking. There's a lot of country, which we said just rock, hard rock, that kind of stuff. So it wouldn't be any of the country stuff, but there's a lot of country stuff. But then I was like, well, for me, if you're out and you're drinking, most people are out having a good time. So I pretty much based all of my stuff on feel good, like anthemic type songs, like stuff that when you're drinking, you're singing out loud, stuff that would.
Oh, so you did. That's cool. You did. Yeah, you did different for me.
Yeah.
So our list might be a little bit different.
So there's some people like they drink to forget, and then they're thinking bad, maybe something happened, they're just trying to want to get that kind of stuff. So there's some songs out there that are more, on the, I don't want to call them sad, or they're a little bit maybe slower songs, and so that kind of stuff. I was like, that to me, that's not, if I'm drinking, I'm wanting to have a good time, and so that was pretty much my premise on mine. It's all feel good,
I guess,
party style drinking songs.
Mine's different, then. Mine's all about drinking. The songs
mine are all about drinking too.
The songs are about drinking, but mine. I mean, there's not all mine are happy-go-lucky tunes about drinking.
All right, well, there you go.
I mean, some are happy. But I feel pretty good about the list I posed.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure.
And I had to
there was a lot of stuff that I because I actually had a song list, a playlist on Spotify that I've had for several months, and I went through mostly everything that I picked was on that already. Yeah. But then I added some stuff here recently that were maybe one or two that were added into this that I kind of forgot about, whatever. But. So when you said something about it, I was like, "Fuck, I'm already there."
You're good.
Yeah, I got this in the bag, so I didn't have to do a whole lot of work on mine. But
yeah, and I forgot I actually did write mine down, but I know I got I probably should have put down honorable mentions, but I've got a few that didn't make it because I could only do 10.
Yeah. Well, and I think when we did our top of 2024, I think I had one honorable mention in there, but that's a little different because that's new stuff that just came out. So you might have that. These lists could go on forever. I mean, there's so much drinking music out there.
Oh yeah. Well, and I didn't dip into go with Tequila Sunrise by the Eagles, Beer Drinker and Hellraisers. I guess I could have done what Tesla's version of Beer Drinkers, Hellraisers. That just come to me. But I guess you may just start it off.
Yeah, you go for it. We'll start it out.
All right, so I was only introduced to this song probably maybe 2 summers ago, maybe even last summer. I'd bought the album by the Electric Angels. And they got a song called Drinking Song. Fun song. But, that's what come in at number 10 was Electric Angels Drinking Song. And I think it's the only album they had out. I think they just had one album out.
Oh.
That was it. So, if you're looking...
Were they an older band?
They were a hair band.
Yeah, but And they never put anything out after that?
I don't think so. I mean, somebody can put that in the comments section. But anyway, it's off their debut EP.
Okay.
So if you're looking for something, just punch in the drinking song. It's old
I might have to go
Spotify.
back and I might have to add that on my list there and check it out. So, all right, my number 10. I've yet to see this band, and I've found out recently they're going to be playing. I might try to go check them out, but Psycho Stick. They got a song called Beer. And it's just their comedy metal band, and just all their shit just always makes me laugh. And I don't know how many times I've been out mowing and like listening to their stuff when it comes, if I'm in my playlist or whatever, and it's just always like just puts a grin on my face, and probably people driving by like, wow, he's really happy to be mowing. No, it's just what I'm listening to. But yeah, the song Beer, it's really fun. One of my favorite parts of the song is when they're like, man, I think you've had a little bit too much to drink, and he's like, no, just real loud. This is fun. But anyway, so Psycho Stick, Beer, and it's off the album We Couldn't Think of a Title. All of their album titles are awesome, and they got all kinds of cool shit. So
Sounds like some Ugly Kid Joe
all
titles. They got
yeah.
Ugly Kid Joe's got titles like that, like Motel California.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you may roll for next one.
Yep. Go on down to number 9.
All right, so, and I do not. I'll probably get crucified for this, but I'm a Fairweather Kiss fan, and I like their hits. I mean, and I respect the shit out of what they done for metal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've never denied that.
Well, and there's a lot of bands that are, that looked up to them. That was a
Yeah.
big influence for
Yeah,
for
they
them,
were-
So.
Yeah, they were. Of our genre of music, they were pretty big. But it's Cold Gin by Kiss. Now I know it's on live, first live album, because Paul does his big speech about drinking screwdrivers, and then he says like something to the extent of, but nothing's better than. Then they go into the song Cold Gin. But I
I
mean,
don't think I've ever heard the live version.
the live version's really good. Well, if it's a live, I don't think it's a live.
Well, yeah.
I think it's
Studio live.
yeah, it's studio enhanced. But that's my number 9 is Cold Gin by Kiss.
All right, so this band here, my number 9, I heard this song come on XM radio, and Jose, he calls himself the Satanic Hispanic. He's always doing stuff with tequila. He makes like something with cucumbers and jalapenos. He does like something with some tequila. He's a big tequila drinker, and so he played this song anyway, and it's called Tequila, Tekilla, by a band called Cerebrus, and I don't know. They have a heavy Mexican like sound, like a mariachi kind of a mix in with the horns and all kinds of stuff in it. It's just a really cool song, and I like the way they've done it. But it's kind of like a good drinking song kind of a thing, and so I just heard it, and I'd never heard of that band ever before, and I was like, damn, it got me on the first listen. So that one kind of stuck with me. So that's on an album called Fire. And I don't really know a lot about them and where they're from, if they're from Mexico or America or what. But they kind of have that metal sound, but they got like a lot of the Mexican like kind of music kind of mixed in with it too, and with the horns, like I said, and everything. So I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
All right, that sounds cool. And everybody, I don't know if Strings got. Might do a link to our Spotify playlist.
Yeah, I was going to say
get
something
this
about
stuff.
I don't know how you can share it. I was trying to mess with it because you had made a comment about like adding people on there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we can link it within the YouTube or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Mess around for a little bit. Hopefully we can figure that out, because we do a lot of this stuff, and that's what I've been doing, is just doing
Making a
Spotify
playlist.
playlists. So, but anyway, my next one is Demon Alcohol by Ozzy Osbourne, off No Rest for the Wicked. I pretty much think it's about alcohol and how it pretty much destroyed him. I mean, But that was my first introduction to Zach. Was that album? I mean, that's a solid freaking album.
Oh yeah.
But coming in at number 8 for me is "Demon Alcohol" by Ozzy Osbourne.
Great song, but yeah, like I said, didn't want to make it to my list because it's not. It's kind of like the opposite of what I wanted.
Well, and I had another honorable mention on Ozzy with Suicide Solution. That was kind of the same deal.
Yeah. All right, so my number 8, and we'll likely hear this in a couple nights, I'm sure.
Oh,
My Moonshine Kicks Your Cocaine's Ass.
Ain't quite what I thought it was going to be.
Well, yeah, I like that song, Bajackal.
Yeah.
And that's on Moonshine and Dynamite Collide album. We've heard that, and I don't know how many times we've seen them live, and I think we've heard it the last few times we've seen them. And it's always a good song, and
it always goes over good.
Yeah, and if you've ever had moonshine, I've never partaken in any cocaine, but I can't say anything about cocaine, but I've had some pretty damn good moonshine.
Oh yeah,
and I don't know.
It rock your world too.
It'd have to be some pretty damn good cocaine to beat some of the moonshine we've had. So anyway, so that's my number 8.
All right, so guess we'll go to number 7, and this band I finally got to see a song live. Me and String got to see it live at the Kicks show. They played Child's Play, not the version that we grew up on, but it's still a good version, I think.
Yeah.
Is My Bottle by Child's Play.
Yeah. That's damn
awesome
good.
Song.
Yeah.
That it's off album called Rat Race. So y'all go check it out. That's My Bottle by Child's Play.
You didn't go to that show.
No.
Mike and I went, and we saw them in.
Oh no, I did get. That's right. I did get to see them with Jack White. Not Jack White. Is that his name, Jack White?
I can't remember. No, it's not Jack White.
Brian Jack. Jack White.
Yeah, Brian Jack. We had seen them at. I can't remember the damn name of the freaking club. It was in Maryland.
Yeah, but it's like
was it Pasadena, Maryland, or something?
Yeah.
I can't remember. But the name of the place. Daytona's was the name of the bar. Yeah. But you didn't go to that show, did you?
No, we saw Cinderella up there.
Yeah, you and I went there and for that show, and then our buddy Mike May, he went. He and I think was the only two that went to that show, and they played, and they ended up playing that song twice.
It's so good.
And I think they had already been hitting the bottle too. So. And I think the crowd enjoyed it so much they ended up playing it the second time. So, but yeah, that's a damn good song. I love that song.
Yeah, I think it's a song that it's a bright song on that album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think so. And they were like, they were tail end of the hair band there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the reason they were kind of local for us. I mean, they were like St. Mary's Kicks.
Yeah, I was gonna say them and Kicks. They did a lot of stuff together.
And when Dirty Looks started playing in Baltimore again, they was part of that whole scene there. But y'all go check out Rat Race. I think it's a good album.
Yeah, that's a good album there. All right, so my number 7. I don't know if I've ever heard them play this live or not, but old Drink, Drank, Drunk by Hell Yeah. That's a damn good song there. I enjoy that one a lot. That's off the Band of Brothers, and I seen them when that album came out. I saw them at Shally. I don't know who was with me for that show.
Did Derek go with you?
I don't remember.
Oh no, I know who went. Zeke went, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Zeke was with me for that show, and I'm pretty sure they didn't play this though, but. I don't know. I was having a good time, so I don't remember if they played it.
Did they play the other drinking song they got? It was maybe an honorable mention, Alcohol and Ass.
I don't think they played that one either. Yeah, because of the two, I like this one better because I got that in my playlist too. So,
but yeah, both y'all go check that. They're really good. I really like that band.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not Pantera.
No, but it was damn good.
Yeah. For what they were doing, it was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to my number 6, which, golly, we used to listen to this song all the time because our buddies Draven played it, and this is a great. This album was an awesome album. the album was Blackout in the Red Room, but the song's Fuel to Run by Love Hate.
Mm-hmm.
And just that opening bass line. Boom, boom. I mean, it's just one you'll never forget.
Yeah, they played that a lot.
Yeah, and I'd heard the same guy that produced Shout the Devil is the guy that produced Blackout in the Red Room. He said that was an album that he produced, and he said he missed it. He said, I thought they was going to be huge. He's like, I'm guessing it was timing.
Yeah, I would say timing and probably push from the label.
Yeah.
Probably didn't get pushed a whole lot.
Well, it was towards that tail end of that whole scene, but they come along a little too late because they were a little bit different. They were a hair band, but they were more funky and but they still had a sleazy, I guess, just with Jizzy Pearl's vocals.
Yeah, because his vocals were a little bit, I don't know, they weren't as mainstream as some of the other, like, he didn't have that pretty boy vocal kind of sound to him. But
when they actually had second drinking song on there, One More Round. So
I haven't listened to that album in a long time, but I always liked the song.
Yeah, I actually scored that on vinyl. Well, this was when I first started collecting, and they were talking about that album the other day, and one guy was saying, he said, if you find that on vinyl, you better hang on to it because he's like, they just ain't out there.
Yeah.
And when I got it, I look back now, I got it pretty cheap because vinyl's just through the roof now.
It's crazy.
But that's my number 6 is Fuel to Run by the old Love Hate.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that one. All right, so my number 6, this is a band that you and I kind of talked about recently. Well, you told me they put an album out, a vinyl record of this album. Hair the Dog by Wildside. Under the Influence.
I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, that's a damn good song, man. And that whole album is really, really good. And it's just like, man, that song, it always gets me.
They're not like Love Hate as far as comparing them to each other, but they were the same thing, same issues. Great album. Just timing was horrible.
Yep.
I mean, I'd say, both them albums are way up on my list of of albums from that era.
Yeah.
That nobody talks about.
Yeah, that's there's a couple. I don't think they really did. They have like an actual second album?
No, they had
because they got a bunch of other stuff. It's on Spotify. They've got a bunch of stuff on there, but it's like essential songs and it's like a bunch of other stuff. They might have had a second one, but it might not have been like a full.
I think they did. I think it's the one with seems like it's got a skull and an army. Yeah. Like an army hat or something. I can't remember now. I think you can get it off Steve Rochelle of Tough. I think you can get off his website.
Gotcha.
But anyway.
Yep. So damn good song. Always makes you want to sing loud and proud.
And definitely check out that album if you haven't.
Yeah, it's on Spotify, so go check it out.
That thing comes in slamming with Hang On Lucy.
Yeah, if it's more hair metal kind of sound, so if you're into that stuff, definitely go check that out.
Yeah. I think a band that just barely missed the calling. I think because they even put a lot of money. You can tell they put a lot of money in that album.
Yeah,
Production's great.
Yeah.
Sounds great. All right, so my number 5. Now this band did make the scene and they done all right.
Oh.
This is Night Train by Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Off one of the greatest albums of all time.
Definitely.
I mean, not only I think the world thinks.
Yeah, that's definitely been proven over many a times. It's been proven.
But in case you don't know what's about, it's the story's about them drinking Night Train, the wine Night Train. I guess it was wine. I guess kind of like Mad Dog though, wasn't it?
I think it was something similar, like that kind of thing.
But I don't know. I never heard many good things about Night Train, but Guns N' Roses. I guess if you needed something cheap and
there's like Mad Dog. I mean how many people drink that shit out?
Golly, when I worked down Food Line, man, there used to be a lot of people come in and get this stuff and pay them with change.
Yep. Many grocery stores and convenience stores have been selling that shit for many years. And
what they do is they take they come in their food stamps and they get probably back then it's probably 5-cent gum So then you have 95 cents. So then a couple days, you know, you'd have enough to get you a bottle of Mad Dog paid for with chain-free food stamps.
Yep, there you go.
It's a lot. It was a lot.
Can't do that shit anymore because
Yeah.
now you got the
The
cards.
struggle was real back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah. It's probably more of a struggle now.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you get cards now, so it ain't as easy as it used to be. All right, you want to give
All
them
right,
yours?
so my number 5, we saw this band, not on this album, but anyway, we saw them first time they came to America. Airborne, Back on the Bottle. And those guys, man, if you ever seen them fucking live, those dudes are.
It's like four Angus Young.
It's 4 Angus Youngs, and they got the freaking Jack
With the energy.
Daniels. Well, at that time they had the Jack Daniels bottle on the stage, and it was getting passed around, and they didn't let up till the set was done. And but yeah, Back on the Bottle off the No Guts, No Glory album.
They had that. I had them on in my honorable mentions. I can't remember what song I had by them.
Well, they got
They got a couple drinking songs.
was it cheap or something about wine and women, cheap women and
Wild wine and cheap wild women, cheap wine and wild women, maybe.
something like that. And there's another song too because I got all 3 of them on my playlist. There might even be another one I had forgotten about, but.
Yeah, man, they were they're really good to go see live. If you've never seen them, they put on a good show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like there's not much talking. It's just
Well,
they
and
just-
I don't know. I'm sure they've been back to the States, you know, doing some of these. I think I've seen them on like these big
bigger.
festival shows and stuff. But I don't know if they've been around. I'm sure they did. We just didn't probably know about it. But like playing some of the local venues that we tend to hit all the time. But yeah, they were. I'd like to see them again.
I know I think it's Mr. Rock and Roll. He does reaction videos on YouTube. I know he does a lot of their stuff. He's real big into them. He's big into AC/DC and stuff like that.
If you like AC/DC,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
They're
you
cut
can't go
from the
wrong
same
with that.
cloth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think they're even from Australia.
Yep, yeah, sure.
All right, so you may go number
Number
4.
4. We've not had a single song that's been
I know, I'm
duplicated
surprising.
yet. My next one might be on yours. I don't know.
Well, I told Heather when we's going up town today, she was asking me what we's recording tonight. I told her drinking songs top 10, and I told her, you know, I always like to see how many if we got, you know, how many
Anything's the same.
Yeah,
Yep.
we did. I did one show where I did a top 10 that closers on Radio Resurgence, and we had we all had the same number 2 song. It was Rocket Queen. Yeah, because when I did it, because I was the first one, I said, I can't believe nobody said this song right here, and
And then
I
after
said
you
Rocket Queen, and then I see both of them start smiling, and I was like,
Yeah.
and then it went around, and then it was like Rocket Queen, Rocket Queen.
There you go.
But anyway, this is the old Blind in Texas
Mm.
by Wasp. I believe this will be on Strings list. It might not be, but anyway, because we're getting down to nitty gritty now too.
Yeah, we're getting. I know my number 1 ain't on your list, but
So anyway, this is a great video, great song. ZZ Top's even in the video.
yeah, that's.
They have the Armadillo Race.
That song. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there who probably never heard it, but those that do know how big that song was.
Oh
and
yeah.
That's pretty much that's my number 3. But not to skip ahead, but since we're already talking about it, but yeah, that song. It's just one of them songs that just you want to sing along with it, and I'm sure we've seen it several times being played live. So
Well, and even the breakdown. What do you mean, got no more
Yeah.
liquor? Go home. What do you mean, ride a horse back to L.A.? I mean, it's just that.
go home.
Yeah, and then you remember I was talking about the armadillo race, and that made me think that his armadillo, he's rubbing it, it's got that saw blade on the shell.
I think I have to. I don't even know where it's at right offhand, but I've got a Blind to Texas, one of those shaped picture discs, and it's got the armadillo on it, and I think it's got like a couple shot glasses that's kind of sitting around on him, or maybe it's sitting on his belly or something. But there's like a shot glass or something there, but it's cut out like I think he's like laying
Like a
on his
shape.
back, and it's kind of like a crescent moon, kind of a curve to him. But yeah, I'd have to go hunt that down because now I'm curious.
Yeah, that'd been a cool prop to have with all these other
Yeah, I
props.
didn't even think about it until we was just talking about that. So, all right, so my number 4, which I have a feeling this one might be on yours. Have a Drink on Me, AC/DC.
Yep.
Is this your number 3?
Yeah, they're just
So
swap
then
them out.
I guess we'll just talk about this one together then. Yeah, I mean, how could you not have this song on there? And I'm sure you know it, but it's on Back in Black. So, but yeah, it's a staple.
Oh yeah,
It had to be. I mean, I'm like, I got to put it in here. I'm like, it's not maybe my favorite. It's not my number 1. It wasn't my number 2, but it's definitely in the top 5. So I was like, it's got to be on there.
yeah, and it's like when you said. I mean, this. I remember when I done the AC/DC bracket for AC/DC songs, and this song, I mean, fought strong. Everybody picking this song. I think it made it all the way to the end. I mean, it got beat out by, I think it was like Hell's Bells or Shook Me or Back in Black. But damn, to get them are iconic songs. But this has become I always said it was like a great song that you could do like on the Zooms and stuff during COVID. You could just say "Have a Drink on Me," and but it's just like. It's just one of them things.
And I think it's one of them songs like if you go into a bar and you don't hear this, playing, like you'd probably be upset.
Well, yeah, or if you go to the show and didn't hear it.
Yeah.
But even text, what is it that tea? What is it, the tea, that beer? They even play this song in their commercial. This is the one that's in the yellow cans.
Oh, the assault weapon.
Yeah.
Shit, what the hell is that shit called? Something tea.
Y'all can leave that down.
Yeah,
in the
and it's right there on it.
It sits right there.
We just went to a store yesterday, the wife and I, and there was all these parties. The JMU kids were going to some St. Patrick's Day party like a week and a half early, but there was 2 were carrying them teas around with them, drinking right on the street, which.
It's right here. I'm tipping my tongue, but we'll leave it.
And I'll think about it as soon as it's over.
We'll leave that for the comment section.
All right, so I guess we'll just skip to number 2s now, since we've already had
I don't.
3s and 4s. Are
I don't have no
flip-flop.
more to say about that song
yeah.
than what you already said. All right, so you want me to go for number 2?
Yep.
All right, number 2, another one by the band we're going to see Thursday. June was March. What day will that be? 14th?
13th.
13th?
Yep, Thursday. Yep.
And I really need to put the link for the interview with Jeff, because that was, man, he's funny as hell. I'm so I think
All
so.
of them guys are like,
Yeah, it's gonna be
fun.
It's such a fun show.
Oh yeah.
And they're such great guys. Every time we've met them, they're. I always say they're my new kicks. So.
Well, that first time we saw them was at Jack's, and of course we were probably right there close to the front of the stage.
Oh, I'm sure.
When he got the chainsaw out and cut down through the bar stool, and I still have one of the rungs, because they came out after the show, and all of them were out there signing shit, and I got that rung, and I had Jesse sign it. So.
Yeah, I got a picture with Jesse that I'm going to take down and get signed. That you had took probably on a camera, like a regular
like old
camera.
school, yeah. They had to go get the film developed. And
Yeah,
kinda do
and you didn't. And once you see the picture, maybe I'll put it up here, but you kind of understand. You got to remember that there wasn't no. I didn't know what kind of picture came out of this.
Yeah,
so.
it's good, dude. You had your one and done.
I think
if
he
you
come
didn't
up
get it,
and like squeezed my face. Or
yeah,
something.
he did. Yeah, because he was always doing funny shit. But yeah,
But anyway, the song is "The Secret of the Bottle" by Jackal.
yep.
And you was talking about the rung of the bar stool. I don't wonder how many bar stools he's sawed up in their career.
if I had $1 for every one, I'd probably be pretty rich.
And it's like, and you know, and go back in the interview and go to the story where he talks about the chainsaw, where Steel wanted to sponsor him, but they wanted Jesse to wear all this protective equipment and stuff. But it's just funny.
He ain't gonna do that.
But that's the whole interview's hilarious, so go check it out. But anyway, that's my number 2, Secret of the Bottle by Old Jackal.
All right, my number 2. We were talking about this. Can't remember. I think it was at the very beginning of our video here tonight, or this video. Going with ZZ Top, Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, off of Tres Hombres. I got to have it on there.
Well, see, I was going to put it on there, but I didn't know if it was going to be. Well, it didn't make the cut. It was up in there, and I like the song. And we was talking about Tesla does a good version of that off the. I think it's the second Reel to Reel album, which I think they're releasing on vinyl.
Oh, they're gonna put them on vinyl.
Well, they got the first one. I got the first one, but they're pretty pricey. But they're good albums, so I figured, well.
I think I got both of them on CD.
Yeah, I have them both on CD too.
So, yep, that's my number 2. You can't go wrong with them ZZ Top.
Yeah, they got some. That's just drinking music too. They're kind of like AC/DC. I mean, it's just like you said. It's just sit around the campfire and especially great music to have playing in the background.
Well, and that older stuff like that had more of the bluesier kind of sound to it than the more 80s stuff, where it was kind of transitioning more. I don't want to say more radio friendly, but it was more radio friendly. But the older stuff, it had that more just straight up bluesy sound to it. Yeah,
they always figured out how to stay current too. ZZ Top did, which was cool. Yeah. I mean, they're still, they're huge.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they were the same 3-piece, forever. I mean, God bless Dusty. I mean, he's not here no more, but they were a 3-piece. That's lineup forever.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with some ZZ Top.
So we might have the same number 1.
No, we don't.
Well, we don't.
I can guarantee you.
Didn't he make countdown then? My number 1 is I Ain't Drunk, I'm Just Drinking by Wrathchild.
No, I didn't put that one on there.
But anyway, I was telling him, I knew it was a cover, but I never went and listened to the cover. I went and listened to the cover, which here, let me look it up real fast here. It's by a guy called Albert Collins, blues player. And my gosh, it's just, they do the song justice. They do it sounds just like the original almost. Yeah. I mean, even down to, the band singing the backups. And yeah, I need to tell Brad Divins. I'll send him something and say, man, y'all done a really good job on that. I thought it was for me never hearing the original.
Yeah.
But then there's I know when we did I said on the YouTube channel, Facebook channel, favorite songs to drink to, and this was mentioned a couple times. I think Mike mentioned it. Not Darren, but Darren's friend.
Oh, Todd.
He mentioned it, and I know he's a huge Wrathchild fan. Yeah. And he told us about that
Dangerous song.
Yeah.
He gave us a rundown on that.
Was telling us about that one guy down there that used to, I guess I don't know if he was their manager or Wrathchild's manager.
He was a photographer. I think he did a bunch of photography for him or something.
Yeah, he said we ought to try to get an interview with him. He's probably got some good stories.
He definitely has. He's already knew some of the stories, and he was like, he's got plenty of them. So.
But that's my number 1. Go check it out. It's off 3D. It's I Ain't Drunk, I'm Just Drinking. By Wrathchild America.
So my number 1, like I said, I know it wasn't going to be on your list. Alestorm's Drink. Off of the Sunset on the Golden Age. I mean, this band is all about partying and having a good time and pirate stuff and drinking rum and pillaging and not getting treasure and all that kind of stuff. So there's so many songs they have about drinking, and just this is my favorite too, Drink. Because we are here to drink your beer.
Yeah, they're pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Even to just listen to, they're just entertaining.
Yeah, because they're another one of those bands that just put
Can't
a smile
take it
on
serious.
your face. Yeah, you can't take it serious, but they always put a smile on your face. And when the wife and I went to go see them live, oh my God, it was such a good time. I was like left out there. I don't know how much she enjoyed it as much as I did, but I mean, there's people dressed up in pirate outfits and all kinds of stuff, and it was just crazy. It was fun.
Probably
a
just
fun
like
time.
when you go see Steel Panther.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's kind of fun to have. Not that they're anything alike. They're nothing
Well,
alike.
yeah, they're nothing alike, but they're both
comedy-
comedy side is
yeah.
kind of there, yeah. So
That's that. Just go get away and don't have to worry about nothing.
yeah, well, like I said, they got a slew of just different stuff I could have picked from, but this is my favorite. It's more, I don't know, it just makes me want to sing more, just scream out loud and have a good time and
All right.
hold my beer up and wave it around and.
Yeah, and so our challenge to y'all is put down in the comment section some of your favorite
Yeah, 'cause
songs about alcohol or drinking songs
Yeah.
or what be it. I'm going to go on here and read off some of this that the group.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna pull up my playlist here because I know there was a couple other songs.
All right, so I put name a favorite metal song about drinking alcohol, and I had 25 comments. We got 25 comments. So Danny Allen Graham put Whiskey Hangover by Godsmack. Mike McKay put Come On You Can't Forget Cold Gin by Kiss. AC/DC Have a Drink on Me and Thin Lizzy's Whiskey in the Jar, which
I got that on my playlist.
Metallica's version was in my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
And here's same right up there with string. Mike McKay also put Hell Yeah, I'll Drink, Drank, Drunk. Zeke put Hell Yeah, I'll Drink, Drank, Drunk. And Mike McKay also put Me and My Wine. And then D.D. Price put, I forgot about this, Stoned and Drunk by Black Label. Chris,
And I'll say this too while you're on the Black Label, Born to Booze.
oh yeah. And then Chris Lee Berghoff put Blues by Junkyard. And then Jason Kotecki put Tesla Had Enough. Ray Farley got Have a Drink on Me, Cold Gin, one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. And I forgot about this one, Jackals Just Because I'm Drunk.
Yeah.
Another Jackal song. And Brian McNeil put Demon Alcohol and Suicide Solution by Ozzy. And Tony Gamble put Ballroom Blitz. Mike Mays coming in with I Ain't Drunk, I'm Just Drinking by Rat Child. Amanda Riggleman put Coming In Hot, Hollywood Undead. Mark Sager, Good Ale We Seek by Stars. Stacy Rogers, Suicide Solution. And then we got a Jesus and Jones by Trace Atkins.
That's country.
I'm sure, I'm guessing that's country.
Yeah, that's country.
And then Diana Markley put Snorting Whiskey and Drinking Cocaine by Pat Travers. David Brandon put Secret of the Bottle by Jackal.
Yeah.
Jason Kotecki put Jesse String, Coyote Morning.
That is.
Andy Sterling, Alcohol, Y&T, Drink, Elstorm.
Yep, there it was.
Danny Crider, My Bottle, Child's Play. John Page, Demon Alcohol. Todd Lokovich, which come in with, guess what Todd named?
I guess we're going with Child's Play.
I ain't drunk, I'm just drinking.
Or Rat Child, not Child's Play.
But yeah, that's a pretty good list there. Thanks for the response.
And then the other, I just had it on here. There was Cheap Wine and Cheaper Women. And then When I Drink, I Go Crazy by Airborne. That was their other song.
So, like I said, put down in the comments section some of your favorite songs and what'd you think of our list.
Oh, another one, Alcohol Blind. Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
And if you got any ideas you'd like to see us do a top 10, or if you want to do a top 10 on like Zoom or something, we'd be down with that. I have to get my PR guy Wes Dove, but we can hook you up if y'all want to come on and do that. We'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Some interaction with people who watch our show, that'd be kind of cool.
It would be.
All right, you want to roll on out here?
Let's do it. We can get a couple more videos in tonight.
Yeah, till
This one
next
kinda ran a
time.
little long, but
Yeah. Till next time. Stay good. Stay safe. Stay strong. Be good.
peace.